thought our troubles were over after all the death and destruction, but something worse is coming, Feda.
I feel it too. Like a dark storm on the horizon.
I'm worried, Feda. I don't think Galen's troubles are over.
I hope you'll reconsider. This threat endangers us all.
The Gilded Blades aren't mercenaries to call on to clean up your mess, Count Stefan.
My knights are ready, but Captain Siravain isn't convinced she wants to join us in this particular fight. But never mind that. Is Druid Laurel all right? Is the Sacred Staff safe? Damn it all to oblivion! At least Laurel is all right. I've assembled what knights I can spare, but we could really use Siravain and the Gilded Blades. Maybe you can convince her to help. I'd appreciate it. I've been banging my head against that particular wall for hours now. Remind her that if Lord Bacaro takes control of the archipelago, any safe ports she has on Galen will evaporate like a drop of water in a hot skillet.
I can never get enough of the food you landbound eat. It's so delicious. The Lordling sent you over to convince me to help, didn't he? My answer is the same. Why should I care about your political drama? And that concerns me how, exactly? If druids want a king or not, that's their business, not mine. Sea Lord Nalos was my problem, and I took care of it. What happens on Galen next doesn't matter to me. Just because our purposes aligned once doesn't mean we'll sail side by side forever, mercenary. We both wanted Nalos dead, and now he is. That was a win for both of us. I'd need a more compelling reason to risk my crew again. That is certainly something I hadn't considered. I do like the safe haven that the Lordling has provided us with. And what was that about allies? Bacaro is working with the Fire Song? All right, you convinced me. My ship is yours, for now.
I knew you'd come around, Siravain. Let's meet at the Vastir docks.
I'll be right here all day.
I'm still not sure why they called me here. Patients who need my attention.
Bet they're going to miss that.
Now listen close to her tremble in word. The ground quakes as her song is heard.
Did you hear? I knew it. This was all the fault of those damn druids.
Well, some druids. But Count Stefan and that hero from the mainland saved us.
Well, at least House Mornard finally accomplished something. Perhaps Bestia has a future after all.
Places like this make me feel safer than anywhere else. Is that strange?
This place gets...
It's good to see you, dear. And is that Count Stefan? Glad House Mornard could join us, Your Excellency. Captain Zaji's ship is ready to sail. Next stop, Ifalon. Come, dear. We have plans to make. Laurel, Ravonna, and I talked during the voyage. If Lord Bacaro truly means to awaken the spirit of the volcano, he's going to need to do it from inside Mount Firesong. And since he knows we're coming, he'll throw everything he has in our way. Sleight of hand, my dear. Count Stefan and Captain Siravain landed farther up the beach. While our allies draw attention at the main entrance, you and I will follow in their wake and find another way into the mountain. Laurel wasn't sure, but she thinks she remembers a cave to the right of the main entrance. Let's search around. If nothing else presents itself, we'll see where that cave leads.
We'll do our best to hold the Ascendant Order's attention, while you and Lady Arabelle find another way into the mountain. Look for a cave to the right of the main entrance. I remember that from when Stefan and I visited as initiates many seasons ago.
The Ascendant Order's forces pulled back to the main entrance into the mountain. Siravain and her pirates went after them.
This is gonna be fun.
These Ascendant Order barnacles are cowards. They flee at the first sign of a worthy opponent. I assumed these Ascendant Order Knights were going to provide a challenge, but they ran the moment we began to cut them down. They did mention the Ascendant Lord, though. He's definitely inside the mountain.
The spot Laurel mentioned should be just ahead. The cave Laurel suggested. It must be behind those vines. This tunnel cuts deep into the mountain. Hopefully it will lead us to Lord Bacaro. Firesong Druids, proceed with caution, dear.
The Druid King calls forth the spirit of the volcano. Soon, our enemies will perish in lava and flame.
Bacaro is stopped. We have to hurry. Let's go. Becoming more active. The lava is rising. Look over there. That's Druid Laurel's nature spirit. We have to help him.
Don't stop, my brothers and sisters. The spirit of the volcano stirs.
Volcano spirit has awakened. Wind vortex. Must summon. Keep them back while I sing.
The lava is rising. We don't have much time. Vaccaro is stopped. We have to hurry.
Vaccaro wields the regalia. He commands the spirit to awaken, and now the volcano awakens too.
Lord Vaccaro truly is insane. Stay with Free, my friend. I need to warn the others.
The false king is farther up the mountain. I will help in any way I can. I'm not leaving you. Ancient pacts broken. Ancient promises ignored. The false king must pay.
Not by you, not by the nature spirit. Look how the very mountain obeys me. Spirit of the volcano, send your avatars to destroy my enemies.
Defend yourself, my friend.
to be thrown.
The spirit is too powerful. Once unleashed, it cannot be controlled.
Spirit of Mount Fire Song, lend me your strength. Give me the power to destroy my enemy. I am Lord Bacaro, the Ascendant Lord, the Druid King. Soon, the alliances will be nothing but cinders and ash.
Now the volcano will follow its nature. It will explode. Over here, I will summon another wind vortex. Step into the wind before the lava consumes us. The spirit has been restrained for too many seasons. It wants to unleash the full power of the volcano. The false king is farther up the mountain. I will help in any way I can.
Get up. Get up. I need you.
volcano has no spirit to calm it now. The false king is gone, but so is the spirit of the mountain. Without a spirit to calm it, Mount Firesong's rage will continue unchecked. Perhaps, if the balance is restored, a new spirit must fill the void in Mount Firesong's heart. I will be that spirit. It means I will calm the volcano before it destroys the archipelago, attempt to contain most of the damage to Ipholon. But I will need your help, friend of Laurel, friend of Free. Place the regalia to form a circle around me, then command me to bind myself to the mountain. You are not the Druid King, but with the regalia and my willingness, the binding should hold. Then I will do what I can to quiet the volcano. I will remain, but I will be different. As the seed becomes a tree, I shall become the spirit of the mountain, and I will slumber, as will Mount Firesong. Now take the crown and the gauntlet and place them around me. Quickly, friend. Place the gauntlet and crown to form a ritual circle. Now Free is the spirit of Mount Firesong. Now the volcano will be still. Goodbye, friend. Continue.
Where did you come from, Five Claw? You made Zaji's heart skip a beat, yes?
The volcano erupted, but except for the top of the mountain, Ipholon is intact. I very much want to hear what happened, dear. I got everyone back to the ship before the volcano fully erupted, but even so, I'm surprised we're all still alive. Care to enlighten us about what happened inside Mount Firesong, dear? Free was able to contain all that power. They saved the archipelago, the Alliance leaders, all of us. But where's Free now? Why didn't they return with you? You said they took the place of the spirit. What does that mean? Oh, poor Free. Their sacrifice saved us all. I'll remember them fondly for that. And you're sure Lord Bacaro is defeated? Without their leader, his ascendant orders should fade away. But what happened to the Druid King's regalia, dear? It's just as well. As long as the Druids remain divided, they aren't ready for a new king. And I'm not sure how Emmerich and the others would react to another royal in their midst. Well, talk to our friends, dear. Then we should return to Bastia.
That's a whale of a story, mercenary. But I think I prefer having you with me than against me. So, at least for now, you have the respect of the Gilded Blades and their captain. The Gilded Blades handled themselves well, as always. And when Lady Arabelle sounded the warning, we headed to the nearest ship and set sail. For me, that happened to be this one. And your spirit friend decided to stay behind? Is that true? That's intense. Can't say I'd have done the same, but I can respect someone willing to give up their life to save others. It isn't particularly the Sea Elf way, but still. I think I'll drink to Free whenever I sail past the mountain.
I'm glad you were with Free inside the mountain, my friend. I'll never forget what they did to save us all. Free isn't gone, friend. They've just become something more. As a tree grows from seed to sapling to massive oak, so too has Free transformed. They're still with us, asleep in Mount Firesong, keeping us safe from the power of the volcano. Whenever you want to see Free, just look toward Mount Firesong. They're a part of it now. The spirit of the mountain. I need to tell the druids what happened here. Let them learn the last lesson the sower had to teach us. Sacrifice.
I'm sorry we couldn't figure another way to get out of this. Free shouldn't have had to sacrifice themselves to save the rest of us. I'm just glad you stopped Bakaro. Now maybe we can finally start to rebuild Galen. All this death and destruction because Bakaro wanted to dig up some ancient Breton legacy. If I learned anything from my time with the Druids, it's that they don't need a king or a prophecy to make the world a better place. They just need to do it. Don't be silly, of course I do. But that legacy isn't crowns and gauntlets. It's people, born of humans and elves to become something altogether new. It's magic, druids, and knightly orders. That's the Breton legacy I believe in. It's the best of us.
Easy to get lost in a place like this. I think that's one of my favorite parts about cities. Am I in trouble?
I would Did you hear? I knew it. This was all the fault of those damn druids. Well, some.
Do you hear the way?
Well, at least House Monarch finally.
I thought our troubles were over after all the death and destruction, but something worse is coming, Feda.
I feel it too. Like a dark storm on the horizon.
Over here, my dear. Count Stefan and I have something for you. You're really making a habit out of saving the archipelago, and of aiding me. Thanks to you, we revealed Lord Bakaro as a traitor, saved the islands from an erupting volcano, and ended the threat of the false Druid King. Well done, my dear. Don't worry about them. Without a leader, they'll quickly fade away. Now we just need to proceed with the peace talks. We're back on track and the archipelago is safe thanks to you. Now take this. Count Stefan and I wanted you to have it. We did well, dear, but the work isn't finished yet. I could use a hand if you're still so inclined. While I return to High Isle and make final preparations for the peace talks to commence, I'd like you to help Druid Laurel with one more thing. When you're finished, meet me at Mandrake Manor. I'll let her give you the details. I will say this, though. You've certainly made an impression on the Stone Lord Druids, dear. Druid Laurel will tell you what she needs. Just don't dawdle. Finish things here, then meet me on High Isle. We've had the Alliance leaders waiting quite long enough, and I have to make some arrangements with the Society of the Steadfast. Despite Lord Bacaro's betrayal, the Society has done good work here in the Sisters and back in Tamriel. I'd hate to lose that, but you're quite correct. I need to determine if the Society is trustworthy. I'll start by meeting with Captain Marguerite. The Society attracted many good people who have done a lot of good work. I won't see that die with Bacaro. I want the organization to continue if at all possible.
Galen and the entire archipelago owe you a debt, my friend. You have my thanks.
The Druids will never forget what you and Free did to save us. Lady Arabelle said she could spare you, and I appreciate the help. Before Free was taken by Lord Bacaro, they gave me something. Told me what to do with it if they didn't return. I thought Free was just being cautious, but I think they knew. That they weren't coming back. Free gave me a pouch of soil. They said it was special. That they prepared it as part of their purpose. You remember how Free would go on and on about that. Anyway, they asked me to do something after they were gone. They asked me to go to the overlook north of Glimmertarn, to sprinkle the soil from the pouch there. I made a promise, and I'd like you to fulfill it with me. I think Free would want you to be a part of this. Will you help me, friend? Here, take the pouch of soil. There's a beautiful tree by the overlook, tall and majestic. I think that's the perfect place to honor Free's wishes. I'll meet you there. Free said they spent a long time preparing it, that it was a part of them, a part of Galen, a part of the Druids. I don't know if they meant that literally or figuratively. It wasn't always easy to understand Free and the ways of a nature spirit. Free enjoyed sitting under it. I think they felt a connection to it, but I'm not really sure. The ways of nature spirits are very different from the things we know. They said to sprinkle the soil, and I think that's the perfect place to do it. That's the tree. Free was quite fond of it. Go ahead and sprinkle the soil around its base. I thought for sure something would happen, but this is wonderful. Friend, let me tell you what Free has done. Did you see what happened, friend? What Free asked us to do with that pouch of soil? It's a miracle. Of course, after everything you've done for us, I still forget sometimes that you're not a druid. Free had a special connection to the sacred seeds. They used their power as a nature spirit, as the sower, to put some of that magic into the soil. It means that the sacred seeds aren't gone, that the Druid King's regalia will return, someday. Until that time, we'll need to protect this tree, nurture it. I'll make sure that all the circles know. We'll find a way to do it together. Trust has to start somewhere. But we still need to gather the elders and form a new Drafa. After that, I'll broach the subject. In the meantime, I'll commune with the tree, with the growing seeds, and I'll be here when they finally blossom. I think that's everything, my friend. Thanks again for helping me honor Free's request. I hope they find peace and happiness inside the volcano. Anyway, I think you should head back to High Isle now. I know Lady Arabelle is eager to begin the talks. Free made their decision. Without their sacrifice, none of us would have survived the volcano's eruption. I'll find time to go to Mount Firesong, to commune with the new spirit of the volcano. Sometimes bound spirits respond. Sometimes they don't. Oh, Free will commune with me if they're able, but every spirit binding is different. Some can communicate freely, others can only share impressions. And then there are the ones that more or less slumber, as Free did before they were awakened.
I assure you, Lady Arabelle, I I'm more committed than ever to the Society of the Steadfast's mission of peace.
I'm glad to hear you say that, Captain. Ah, good, you're back. Captain Marguerite and I were just having the most illuminating discussion here. Other than some misdirection at the end, Lord Bacaro never allowed his clandestine activities with the Ascendant Order to spill over into the Society of the Steadfast. Yes, dear, I am. Captain Marguerite's reputation is impeccable, and I've begun to study their ledgers. Nothing is amiss. I'll get someone I trust to perform a thorough investigation, but the Society has done too much good to shut it down now. Just about. Preparations are underway at All Flags Islet, but I have a task for you. I'd like you to invite Count Stefan, Druid Laurel, and Druid Ravana for the talks. They deserve to have a voice in the proceedings. Captain Zaji and Casca, too. I think Zaji and Casca should get to see the negotiations unfold, but to have them participate, oh goodness no, dear. So, invite Stefan, Laurel, and the rest, and remind Stefan I'm depending on House Mornard for added security. Count Stefan will be at Castle Mornard, and Druid Laurel should be in the Vines District in Bastille. Zaji's likely at the docks here in Gonfalon Bay, and Druid Ravana is at her workshop here on High Isle, just west of the city. We've been trying to get the leaders of all three alliances to the table since this whole affair began. It's been sponsored by the Society of the Steadfast. There are no guarantees, but this is our best chance to end the Three Banners War. I won't keep that a secret from High King Emmerich and the others, but I will urge them to see the talks through, despite their less than honorable beginnings. This is a real chance for lasting peace, and I damn well plan to make that happen.
Friend, what a pleasant surprise. What brings you back here so soon, friend? Not another danger to the archipelago, I hope. I'm neither an elder nor an archdruid. Shouldn't Lady Arabelle invite one of them? Most of the surviving senior members of the Circle are deep in discussions about the Dreyfa. Very well. Tell her I'll attend the talks. I'm pleased that Lady Arabelle thought to include the druids of the archipelago in the peace talks. As you have seen, events on the mainland reach even to our distant shores. Still, I wish we had archdruids or elders available for the task. Perhaps one day, but I'm much too young to be called an elder. Don't you agree? As for archdruid, one doesn't just receive that accolade. Only druids of immense presence and power ever achieve such a rank. Will I someday? We shall see.
Doing something with magic-y?
make sure the Pounce is ready to sail the moment Queen Irene calls for us.
The Pounce is ready. I could use some quiet time for a change.
Maybe you spoke too soon, Casca. Look who it is. Always a pleasure, Five Claw, but you also tend to bring trouble to Zaji. And more work. So what is it this time? A Periite cult? Vampire armies from deep underground, what? Zaji and Casca are invited? Well, as expected, of course. After all Zaji has done, it is only natural to want him there to observe, and to keep the Queen and the others safe. But Casca too, really? Oh, very well, if Lady Arabelle insists. Zaji and Casca will leave for the islet at once, and will bring along a few of the Pounce's crew. A little extra muscle never hurts, yes? There is always a chance, Five Claw. It may be very, very small. So small that you cannot see it with the naked eye, but it is there nonetheless. This one does hope it works out, though. War is a terrible business indeed.
I love songs. They have a kind of rhythm to them, and it's just a matter of learning the steps.
There's gotta be someone in this town who needs killing.
Blight it all. We have to find a way for the circles to work together.
The Elder Tide are willing, but we have yet to choose new leaders, and we still distrust the Fire Song.
The Fire Song are aware of our mistakes. We don't expect forgiveness, but we want a chance to make amends. I promise our next leader will have less aggressive aspirations.
Blight and damnation. Trying to get the druid circles to agree on anything is like trying to herd fawns. But you're not here to deal with my problems. Not this time. What can I do for you, my friend? Really? After you just saw my negotiating skills in action? Wait, you're serious? Well, why not? I definitely want what's best for my people. And maybe I can learn something watching the Alliance leaders. I'll be happy to attend. And just between us, the talks with the druid circles aren't going too badly. I just lose patience sometimes. I want everything to happen right now. But flowers blossom when they're ready, am I right? What? Did Stefan say something? What are you asking? Count Stefan and I are getting along fine. Never better. And I'd rather not talk about this at the moment if that's all the same to you.
Whittling from my mother. Skilled as a knight she was. Didn't let me forget it.
afraid so, Frida. Sometimes religious conviction can drive even the best of us to do...
Captain Marguerite was as good as her word. Get those supplies distributed at once.
Right away, Count Stefan.
Friend, welcome back to Castle Mornard. Lady Arabelle told me to trust Captain Marguerite, and so far so good. The Society of the Steadfast restarted their relief efforts, and things have been moving smoothly ever since. But what brings you back to Galen, friend? Does she now? And what role would a minor count play in discussions concerning the greater fate of all of Tamriel? No, forgive me, friend. It's just been a lot lately. Of course I'll attend. Is there anything Lady Arabelle needs of me? Ah, yes. After all this trouble, such a request isn't all that surprising. Very well. Tell Lady Arabelle Count Stefan shall attend the peace talks with a contingent of his finest knights at his side. Will that do? How my father ever accomplished anything with the constant parade of supplicants and requests, I'll never understand. Or Archdruid Revolve, for that matter. Now I know what it's like when everyone is constantly vying for a moment of your attention. No, it's not all that bad. Stressful, yes, but rewarding in its own way. You know, I really do like making decisions that help people. And I've even gotten the nobles and druids to sit down together. Once. Maybe my plans will work out after all.
The druids never seem to like this.
Along the streets, and we never think to fear. A dance is always welcome.
Lots of good opportunities for pickpocketing here. Just saying. like that can be misleading. Either full of jewels or full of rotten fish.
Over here, dear. Time to get this conference started. I see everyone has arrived. Well done, dear. And I did my part as well. The Alliance leaders are already downstairs. Oh, just the usual hemming and hawing. I just applied my natural charisma and threatened them with bodily harm. The leaders do want a word with you, though, if you are willing to indulge them.
Lord Bacaro a villain. Rogue knights collaborating with druids? And what was that about sea elves? This visit to the archipelago has been one surprise after another. I owe you a lot, friend. You saved my life, and you saved my realm. I've ignored the druids of the archipelago for too long. The few I've met over the years seem, well, quaint, eccentric. I thought their insistence on clinging to the ancient ways was harmless. But I forgot about the dark roots of their tradition. The weirds of High Rock distanced themselves from politics, but the druids of old were a different breed. They used fearsome magic to rule over the early Bretons, either directly or from behind the scenes, and they jealously guarded their power. Why in oblivion not? I've been here this long, what's another few days? If the Breton legacy has a dark side, it also shows courage and commitment. If Irene and Ernskar are willing to talk, so am I. But I wonder if Lord Bacaro had the right idea. Oh, not about the whole Ascendant Lord and murder thing, but about finding someone other than one of us to sit on the throne. I can't imagine Irene or Yoren agreeing to bow down to me willingly, and I feel the same way. We'll just have to see.
There you are. And the hero of the day again. I knew we weren't done with the Ascendant Order after the assault on All Flags Islet. But I never imagined it was Lord Bacaro who betrayed us. That's what my father would expect. But I don't feel that I'm quite done here yet. Nothing in my instructions covers what's happened so far, and Lord Bacaro's treachery calls into question the very sanctity of these peace talks. I wouldn't say that. I came here to do a job, and I think it can still be done. I plan to send word to the Skull King, tell him I'm staying, at least as long as Emmerich and Irene agree. Lord Bacaro may have deceived us, but peace is still possible. He won't be happy about the way Lord Bacaro manipulated him. But when I explain what happened here, and what you did, friend, he'll support my decision. He really is an excellent king, my father. But don't tell him I said that.
I like to think I'm not easily fooled. But not in 1,000 years would I have guessed that Lord Bacaro was the secret leader of the Ascendant Order. No one argued more eloquently for a lasting peace than he did. The revelation that these talks were merely part of the Ascendant Lord's plan to seize power makes it difficult. But as far as we can tell, the Society of the Steadfast Intentions are pure. And I think Lord Bacaro might have outsmarted himself. Bacaro wanted to prove his worth, show us that by blood and circumstance, he was the best suited to take power. Instead, through his actions as the Ascendant Lord, Emmerich, Ernskar, and I learned that we could actually work together. I think so, yes. I've come to believe that Emmerich and Ernskar want peace as badly as I do, and I'm willing to see where these discussions lead. We may not come to any conclusions, but isn't the possibility worth the effort? I think it is.
Your attention, please. Lady Arabelle requests that everyone join her in the reception hall. Friend, may we speak? Finally, we get a moment to ourselves. I did want to speak with you before Lady Arabelle gets on with the important business. I wanted... Damn, this went better in my head. I've never been as good at speaking my mind as my father was, or Archdruid Raval. Now, he was an orator. Sorry, I'm babbling. Let me start over. Thank you. For everything, my friend. Now don't start with that sort of nonsense. Of course I need to thank you. You saved us all. What kind of count would I be? What sort of friend? If I didn't let you know how much what you've done for us means to me. All right, I've taken up enough of your time. I know how eager Lady Arabelle is to get the peace talks underway. We'll talk later. Now go speak to Lady Arabelle and let her know everything is ready for her to begin.
Have I mentioned how much I detest public speaking? Goes against all my training as a spy and agent of the king. I'm supposed to hear all the important bits of dialogue, not recite them. Ah, well, before all that, I want to share something with you. Yes, I do. As we conclude this business with Lord Bacaro and the Ascendant Order, I want you to know how much your help has meant to me. Take this as payments for services above and beyond the call of duty. Now, I have a speech to deliver, my dear.
Adventuring with you really keeps a girl on her toes.
We stand
You're
here
getting
today
stronger all the
because
time.
of Lord Bacaro. What he brought together through the Society of the Steadfast, and what he tried to bring about as the Ascendant Lord. Instead of dividing us, instead of defeating and conquering us, he showed us what's possible when we work side by side. And through the courage and sacrifice of many of the people gathered here, as well as the nature spirit free, we persevered and won the day. Now to our royal guests, I say, let's recognize our friend, and then start the talks.
Our friend has performed above the call of duty. I name them Champion of the Covenant.
Not so fast, Emmerich. I name them Champion of the Dominion.
Then I name them Champion of the Pact.
Your Majesties, please. All of that would never fit on the medal. Let's just agree on Champion of the Alliances, shall we?
Oh, very well.
I can live with that.
If you insist.
Are we ready to begin, Your Majesties?
I suddenly feel extremely humble.
Well, gentlemen, shall we?
You're here for the New Life Festival? I'm happy to serve as a herald. I can tell you all you need to know. It marks a fresh start to the new year for all who walk beneath the sun. Everyone in Tamriel celebrates. Well, perhaps not the Maormer, but everyone else. You should try it for yourself and see. The New Life Festival was once a celebration of Magnus, the sun god. I have a book. You're welcome to read about the history if you care to. But I'd rather tell you about the celebrations. Very few involve a chance of paper cuts. Of course, they're different all over. I've taken part in cliff jumping, anchor tossing, and even drunken at chatter racing. Though Orsinium had to cancel that one. Simply ask, and I'll send you to the best celebrations in Tamriel. Local traditions are essential to the new life. Sometimes they change year to year. The Argonians of Hismir have the Fish Boon Feast, one of Shadowfen's oldest celebrations. It's quite simple. Those who are able, bring fish. Those who are not, eat fish. Go fishing. Best to catch them in Shadowfen's waters. But if you hate to fish, you can still feed the hungry. Trade with friends, or seek them from a guild trader. When you have enough, deliver them to Gentleheart at Hismir.
A solemn old life to you, traveler.
Ladies can be just as fickle as people, but just as beautiful too.
You look like I could use a drink.
Have you seen how Idesa carries on with that dark elf? It's disgusting!
Oh, my sweet love, she waits.
The manifest is full, but let's go.
Lots of good opportunities for pickpocketing here. Just saying.
Another question. The river's current carries away an eighth brother.
I suppose I could use some drink.
Welcome, friend. Please excuse.
Oh, good. I was so bored.
There's the one that uncovered the plot against Yorin the Skald King.
Easy to get lost in a place like this. I think that's one of my favorite parts about cities.
I smell fish. Have you brought fish? Delightful. I'll prepare them all. Your generosity warms the heart. Did you know we bring fish to those who cannot attend? The old, the infirm, the destitute. None shall go hungry.
How was your trip to Shadowfen? Catch anything good? The Fishboon Feast reminds us that it warms the heart to fill a hungry belly, especially when it isn't your own. And if you're truly in need, well, the smallest kindness of others can help you survive and thrive. I am only a new life herald during the festival. Otherwise, I run a lumber mill. Khajiit of Ralka honor their trickster god Rajin with the trial of five-clawed guile. Travel to Reaper's March and speak with Tumira. She'll help you celebrate the new life with the slightest of hand.
sad when you were warm.
We are all grateful for any help you can provide to our people. Their struggle can only be alleviated by kind swords, such as yourself. I never understood why my grandmother was so afraid that we didn't have enough to eat. It only took one hungry night in the wilderness to finally see. Thank you for this. I'll see that it gets to the right family. And take this. You earned it.
How do you keep getting stronger? It's amazing! Tell me the secret.
This one welcomes you to the trial of Five-Clawed Guile. Celebrate the new life and pay your respects to Rachin all at once. Rachin once said, "A lock is a pebble to be tossed from one's boot. Use your lockpicks to retrieve the contents of the nearby chests. Show you have as little regard for barriers as the mighty Rachin, and be quick about it."
There's always more to do.
Of course.
Doesn't seem like I'm getting much done here.
Rachin would applaud your swiftness, though he might instead pick the pocket of one distracted by your prowess. Truly, the best thieves come and go with the wind. What coins? You aren't the only one who honors Rachin. As you brought them to me, another retrieved the coins from your pocket and returned them to the chests. Such is how Ralka celebrates the new life, finding true wealth in our actions.
Ah, you returned from a land of grass and sweet rolls to one of snow and mead. How was your visit to Ralka? What did Tamriel ask you to do? Retrieve the coins from the chest or from the victor's purse? No, don't tell me. I'll ask her when she visits. Everyone celebrates the new life their own way. I do so love the variety. The Bretons of Alcaire Castle have a curious tradition called the Castle Charm Challenge. Long ago, after a terrible war, the steward declared a contest. Any performer who most delighted the castle survivors would win great renown. Here, everything in this performance kit will let you experience for yourself. Go to Alcaire Castle in Stormhaven and perform for the crowds. They're quite friendly, so don't fear your time in front of them.
We all appreciate what you've been able to provide so far. If you take on any more writs, I will be here. Our team shipped the supplies you gave us. You should see the smiles on the faces of those who received them. I never understood why my grandmother was so afraid that we didn't have enough to eat. It only took...
What kind of trouble do you think we can get up to here?
Interested in I hope you enjoyed your time at Alcair Castle. A shame I did not see for myself. Then you know its importance to Alcair Castle. Imagine a castle recovering from a terribly bloody war. Parents lost, siblings scarred, children buried. After such tragedy, they celebrate the new life as a chance to laugh and wonder once more. It warms my heart to share the New Life Festival. The drink? It warms my belly. The orcs of Betnik celebrate through the Stone Tooth Bash. A constant party, not the repeated punching of faces. Though sometimes there is punching. Matron Borbuga is an old friend. Seek her out on Betnik. She will show you.
I heard that someone killed...
Well met, traveler. Are you interested in participating in the Old Life Remembrance Ceremony?
You want something?
You were curious.
far too serious for this place.
I forbid it, young lady. No daughter of mine is going to be courted by a Nord stable boy.
Oh, mother, but I'm bored. There hasn't been anyone to flirt with except Arama since we reached these wretched shores. And she's no fun to flirt with at all.
I don't know why I bother guarding you horrible people.
Welcome to... I can fit you. We walk with the three.
It's not a good day.
Well?
We still have room if you expect.
Well?
How may I serve? It depends where you need to go. This is a work... From here, we travel to Stros Makai. A bit tricky, but we should be able to make... Have you been to Betnik?
I'm down on my luck. Help me out? Buy and sell, here and now.
Be welcome. Who are you? Why are you wasting my time? That old mammoth's still kicking? You should have seen us in our younger days. Well, friends of Breda are friends of the clan. So do your part and help fill the larder. I need something bloody and something sweet. Bring me fresh meat and honeycomb. You won't need to travel far. Everything you need is on the island.
I hope I helped.
Good, you're back! I'm almost out of meat. What did you bring? Hearthwife Sholg said you wouldn't return, but you have a hunter's heart. Breda wouldn't send you otherwise. Well, don't just stand there. Eat and drink your fill. Maybe give Sholg a good belt to the face for not getting your measure.
Welcome back! Did you enjoy your journey to the island of Betnik? Good food, good drink, and good times are the heart of Betnik's celebration of the new life. I'm glad Matron Borbaga could show you herself. I do miss the adventures we had in our younger days. I'd tell stories, but I don't want to burn your ears off. The new life is about what the old year was and what the new year can be. Redguards of Bergama have the signal fire sprint. It honors an ancestor who saved their city from certain doom, a true gift of new life. Go there, to the Alakir Desert, and speak with Obatha. She can explain.
Did you see the dark elf noble by the forge? He smiled at me.
Hey there. Welcome.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see it.
Welcome to...
I won't promise. Walk with the...
Magister Irin never let me watch him do this. It's so interesting.
You are unfamiliar, but not unwelcome. What brings you to Bergama? You honor us with your journey. Light Bergama's signal fires before I end my count, as Zora the Tenacious did long ago. Long ago, a great sickness swept through Bergama. Those who survived were gravely ill. This included Bergama's sworn blades, her protectors. Emish Poisontongue, a warlord of the Sands, learned of Bergama's weakness. One night, his band of cutthroats approached the city, hoping to take our wealth and slaughter our people. One sworn blade stood watch. Zora wasn't called the Tenacious for endurance alone. Her keen mind allowed her to defend Bergama from its enemies. As our hero did, learn where we keep each... Our celebration is open to all, the young, elderly, and injured alike. Consequently, the signal fires may be lit as a team. Zora's love for her community was deep and abiding, working together. Begin! The warlord approaches!
Open for business. Quality wares.
Quickly, to me! The warlord prepares to strike! There is no... Of course. Unlike... Begin! The warlord approaches!
Fine goods for sale.
Buying? Selling? I've got what you need. Fine goods at fair prices.
Quickly, to me! The warlord prepares to strike! And with the signal fires lit and our defenders alerted, Zora finally collapsed. Such courage drove our ancestors to victory against the warlord and his band. To understand her sacrifice is to understand Bergama. Now, I bid you a fond farewell. You honored our city by respecting Zora's memory. Tall Pop. Long ago, a great Emish Poison.
Back from Bergama? I could never get used to the heat and sand. Ah, Zora's tale is a lovely one. Bergama's celebration honors the sacrifices we must sometimes make, so that others may enjoy a new dawn. A toast to your swift legs. It warms my heart to share the New Life Festival. The drink? It warms my belly. The Bretons of Allcare Castle have a curious tradition called the Castle Charm Challenge. Long ago, after a terrible war, the steward declared a contest. Any performer who most delighted the castle survivors would win great renown.
Is this on straight?
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
They're all the same. You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without
they get all
authorization.
high and mighty.
And I don't see a
It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
I'm not leaving until you let us
You don't win until you swallow every last bit of that food.
warrior goddess, for you we strike.
The manifest is walk with the three.
You are ready?
Well?
Cities can be just as fecal as people, but just as beautiful too.
What are you doing? We can't let Chief Basrog deal with the Winterborn by himself.
I didn't come all this way to die, Elf. That isn't what I signed up for.
Damn it! Where are all these Winterborn marauders coming from? Anyone see where the chief and his warriors went? Anyone?
All I see is death and Iceheart's damn Winterborn. A whole lot of Winterborn.
Did Orsinium send you? Are you part of the reinforcements? The Winterborn came out of nowhere. It happened so fast. They took our cargo into the hills and the orc peasants chased them. That's when Chief Basrog and his warriors arrived. Our caravan was heading for Orsinium, the new orc city, when the Winterborn landed on the wagons like flesh flies on Skiva pie. The orc peasants refused to let their supplies be taken, so they chased the marauders into the hills. In case you haven't noticed, these cracked acorns aren't worth their weight in bloodberry pudding. Besides, before we could rally our forces, Chief Basrog and his orc warriors arrived. He told us to wait here and then went after the marauders. I knew I liked you the moment I saw you. Chief Basrog is big and mean and looks like he can fight, but there were an awful lot of marauders. Iceheart's Winterborn won't stop until Basrog and all the orc peasants are dead. You better hurry. I will, eventually. Maybe. I mean, look around. These people are injured. What happens if the Winterborn come back? Someone has to protect them, keep them from being picked off one by one. Anyway, I'll keep them safe while you help Chief Basrog. This caravan brought me. I thought we already covered that. Oh, you mean specifically? The invitation. You got one too, didn't you? It talked about testing yourself against the most savage land in Tamriel. That was a challenge I couldn't pass up. He's a chief, in charge of an orc clan or something. If you ask me, he's got more than a chip on his shoulder. It's a whole damn mountain. I don't think he's a big supporter of King Korog, but he saved us before he went to help the peasants. No, we were the caravan guards. Basrog said he was on patrol, looking for Winterborn marauders. Some scary Reach warlord named Iceheart leads them. Even Basrog seemed a bit nervous just talking about him. Now go help the chief before it's too late.
Don't mess with the street kid.